Barbecue is a thing that anybody can do. Anybody can pick up a barbecue grill and they can start barbecuing and they can have success with it. And you can relate to that everyday average person on multiple levels because we all like cooking with fire. Smoking and barbecue is cool. There are more people that have barbecue grills right now than they ever have in the past. They've got more technology. And so one of the things, like, they're investing in making food at their house at a professional level. So some of the pellet grills and some of those other things are a fantastic option for somebody that's a novice that wants to be able to go out in the backyard and cook something and be successful with it. And so that to me is important, because if he can go home and cook something that's good, they're gonna come and they'll talk to me. Like, I talk to people all the time about barbecue, like, what kind of wood do you use, or do you like a pellet grill versus a non-pellet grill? And I'm a fan of all of it. There are different things I like on, say, a green egg or a Traeger grill. I like different things about the way each one of them cook. One of the things that's trending now is people are getting more of an open fire Argentina style cooking grills, where they've got a big fire table where you just build a fire and you hang meat from a chain above it and let the smoke and heat infrared cook the piece of meat. And I think that's very cool. It doesn't work very well on a windy day in West Texas, but it looks really cool when they're taking pictures of it. So let's see, we're 11 years into working at the barbecue place at this point. We opened in 2010. In about 2005, I went to work for a man named Trace Arnold, who has an 18-wheeler barbecue grill. And I went to work for him for 5 years and drove an 18-wheeler all over the country doing festivals and fairs and store grand openings and learning how to barbecue. We went to little barbecue places and tried barbecue all over the country, all the way to South San Francisco, Kansas City, every place you can imagine that they'd have barbecue. Houston, San Antonio, we did the Houston Rodeo every year. We did the Walmart stockholders meeting. We did lots of big events up to about 10,000. One of the things I realized early on when I went to work for Trace, not only was I interested in barbecue and excited about it, but I knew that Amarillo was underserved in a hill country style barbecue place. And so that's what my thought process was, to think, where can I go that I can create a job for myself and make a living? And so I don't have a college degree. I went to college, but I didn't finish college. And so it kind of limits your options as far as what can you do. And the restaurant field has been a fantastic way to close that gap of not having a college degree, because now I kind of make my own way. For us in the barbecue world, it's a pretty big deal to be included in Texas Monthly's list, or even get mentioned in an article in the back of Texas Monthly. The first time we were actually listed in Texas Monthly as a new restaurant was in 2010 in September. We opened in 2010 in May. So that is a huge accomplishment. So restaurants open, and one of their hopes is that they'll have some national person come in and look at it. Texas Monthly takes barbecue very serious and very personal. It brings it all home to all of us. And so in 2013, we were actually included in their top 50 list, which is a huge lifetime accomplishment to be even acknowledged by something like that. We like to share business with our neighbors. You know, I like to look around the lobby and see who comes in to eat with me, and I like to try to help support them, kind of keep things in the area. And so one of the things for us, we source our meat locally from Cavness, which I think is very important. We haven't done that the whole time we've been open, but all the beef comes from Cavness at this point. And we've been doing that for about 4 years, I think. And we've seen a dramatic increase in the flavor profile of what we're selling.
Beef is one thing, but the real magic happens at the restaurant, or really with the chef, or the pit master in this case with Tyler, and what he does to really pull out the flavors. He does the magic. There's prime, choice, select. It's all USDA graded. Each one of those has different marbling qualities. If you're wanting to grill burgers, well, you look for ground beef or preformed patties. If you're fajitas, you're looking at inside skirts or flank type products, or thin meats for that. Chicken fried steak, cutlets. If you're looking for a nice white tablecloth dinner, you go for a beef tenderloin. But generally, prime is the highest priced beef because it has the most marbling. It should be the most tender and have the most flavor. And really, it's up to the establishment, its chef, to bring out the best for that cut of beef.
I think as one of our basic needs as humans, we all enjoy having food with our families, and I think that's one of the things that I enjoy about food is it does bring people together. And usually, you know, when you're in holidays, the food is something special. So you want to have something special. It helps bring memories together, and certain smells and flavors bring, like I remember my first time eating barbecue or remembering barbecue as a small kid. I went to Coronado Elementary School right over off of Georgia Street, and in the 4th grade, you could get a note from your parents, and you could walk across the playground, and you could go to Doug's Barbecue. And I always remember my parents talking about how much food cost when they were little kids, and I thought, that's crazy. Nobody ever wanted a hamburger for a nickel. That's nuts. But when I was in the 4th grade, a chopped beef sandwich, a bottle of Coke, and a bowl of beans at Doug's was $1.20. Barbecue for me, it brings back those same memories of being in the 4th grade, you know, and having fun things to look forward to.